This is the fourth video in the series of GERD, and in this video we'll see how we can diagnose GERD. If you're suffering from heartburn or acid reflux, you're likely to have GERD. But my sincere request is don't try to diagnose yourself and definitely don't try to treat on your own. We have a special test to diagnose GERD. First among them is called as upper GI endoscopy, in which an elongated tube goes through your mouth into your esophagus. There is a camera attached to the lower end of this tube, and with that we can actually visualize the lower end of the food pipe. If the patient is having GERD, then we can see specific changes known as inflammation at the lower end of esophagus, which will confirm our diagnosis of GERD. Second test is called as 24 hours ambulatory pH probe test. Here also a long tube is placed in your esophagus through your nose. It will identify when and how long stomach acid is regurgitating into the esophagus. Next test is called as esophageal manometry. This test measures the rhythmic muscle contractions in the esophagus while swallowing. It will also tell us the coordination and the forces acted by the muscles of esophagus. Another test is an X-ray test. It is called as barium swallow. Here a liquid is given to the patient, and as he is swallowing this liquid, X-rays are taken at fixed intervals. This tells us about the capacity of the esophagus to push the food ahead, and it will also tell us about presence of a condition called as hiatus hernia. Mind you, all these tests are not needed to diagnose whether the patient is suffering from GERD or not. But if the patient is not responding to routine line of management, then we can do some or all of these tests which to know the severity of GERD, which in turn can guide us in the management of that patient. Thank you.